Hello and welcome back to another daily Isaac run. We are currently on an Eden streak of 7. Can we make it 8? We are starting on Curse of the Unknown. A full health pill, that's useful. I don't know how much health I have. I could have 1 heart. I could have 5 hearts. I don't actually know if we can have 5 hearts. Here, slow down and hover as they travel. Could be fun. Could be a fun run for sure. I will say Guppy's head and Rotten Baby is a very nice combination. If we can actually get a bomb, that would be nice. I'm not going to go into the curse room. Purely for the fact I don't know my health situation. We're doing pretty good on keys so far. Again, we got to play ultra safe on this. Because I don't know what I have health-wise. Okay, there's another soul heart in there. That is good. I do think I'll try and grab that. If I can't get the other one. Come on. Another key. Go. Boss time. Take it to fire just to be safe. We got all the time in the world. All the time in the world. Rotten Baby doing numbers for us. Nice. Okay. So I don't think there's actually much I can do on this floor, sadly. But we move. Nice first floor. Okay. 2 and 2. We got 2 and 2 now. This is an okay start. It's an okay start. Damage-wise, we're actually pretty beefy. And I feel like, is it lithography? I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But with that item, we could potentially have quite the fun run on our hands. We just gotta be careful. Here is a tinted rock. We blow that up and get a chest. And we get our bomb back, so that's an extra key. Kind of wild that, that we're already on 7 keys by floor 2. Another soul heart, beautiful. Lost contact is huge. So lost contact basically blocks tears. So if you have an extremely high fire rate, basically tears can't touch you. Another soul heart. Insane. I'll try and demonstrate this. Because it's actually a point that one of my regulars, to be honest, one of my friends more than anything, pointed out that I don't overly explain certain items. Which, as someone who's played Isaac for like quite some time, and that's kind of just natural to me. But I do know that, oh bugger, I do know that from my Twitch family, shall we call them, there's a lot of people over there who don't necessarily know Isaac as well. So I will do my best to try and explain items a little bit more. Apologies to anybody who has missed out on that side of things. I will do better. Now, I will say we're going to try and go for devil deals. Because we do have Guppy. And Guppy is OP. Guppy's a transformation. You basically turn into a flying cat. I don't remember the lore behind Guppy. If anybody does know the lore behind Guppy, please let me know. I think it was one of Edmund's cats. Not too sure. We don't... Oh, but we got Backstabber. Oh. So if you want to see, pause the video. But Backstabber could be tempting. Missing page. I'll take Backstabber. Basically, you stab your enemies in the back. Deals extra damage, makes them bleed. Hee hee. XL floor. Okay, that is excellent. It's not really. Mainly due to the fact that it's one less potential devil deal. What am I going to try and get during this run? A library, apparently. We want a good tier rate. Sure. Monster Manuel. Spawns a random familiar. And jump just, well, makes you jump. That's basically what that does. It's useful to like jump over rocks and stuff. Whoop. I'm feeling good with this run. I'll be honest, feeling real good. Are we on a complete winner yet? No. Another Eternal Heart? Boy, oh boy. I'm just going to pick that up now. Eternal Hearts are basically temporary hearts on the floor that you're on. However, if you can survive to the next floor, you will transform that Eternal Heart from temporary to a permanent red heart. Which is pretty great if you ask me. Backstabber doing total damage for us. Right, we need to remember, with it being an XL floor, again, this is going to be the explanation episode. Let's just call it that. Homing bombs, cool. Homing bombs are pretty self-explanatory. They home in on their target. But, what was I going to say? XL floors are basically 2 floors in one. So Isaac is broken up into different subfloors, shall we say. So you got like the basement, you've then got the, is it caves, I think? And then you've got depths, as rough guesstimates. Someone correct me if I explained that wrong, but basically there's 3 levels. And each level is split up into 2. There's 2 different levels per 3 levels, if that makes sense. I'm not explaining it very well. So all in, there's effectively 6 before you get to the first proper boss of the game, which is Mum's Foot. But those floors have a chance to be an XL floor, which means it's double the size. There are 2 treasure rooms. There is only 1 shop. And you face 2 bosses on this floor. So you can get to the boss room super quick. You'll basically fight 2 bosses and not need to mess around clearing the rest of the floor. Does that make sense? I've probably explained that very poorly. Apologies on that. An XL floor is twice the size of a normal floor, but also removes a floor. There you go. This is going pretty well so far. I think shielded tiers is going to be great. But yeah, if there's ever an item or I do something in the game that you don't quite understand, leave me a comment and be like, yo, what was that? Please explain. And I'll do my best to explain, and if I don't personally know why I done something or don't know how to explain it, I'll go find it for you. The Isaac wiki page is great. It really is. There's no point. We're pretty good on keys. So that key item there, I forget the name of it. Basically, you can like throw keys. Right, take it beside enemies first. I call them ads. I don't know if that's the official name for enemies like this, but I call them ads. Basically additional enemies. So if you ever hear me saying take out the ads, that's basically what that means. Not The Twitch ads, do you know it'd be really ironic if an ad was to play like right now? I don't know if an ad played. If an ad played, let me know. Or if you're using ad blocker, you shouldn't be using ad blocker. You know, speed up. We're just going super quick. Now, this is actually the downside to the XL floors. The fact being you don't get 2 angel or devil deals. And therefore, as you've just seen, I've missed out on 2. We've actually full cleared the floor. I did not expect that. 10 minutes, we're on floor 5. Necropolis. Also, that's the thing as well, when I mentioned like the names of the floors, there are alternates as well. Because obviously I know I didn't mention Necropolis, but that's just kind of like an alt floor. And there are more floors than the ones I've named, but that's kind of, if you're first going to play Isaac, those are the ones you'll come across first. I don't want to go into too much detail and overload the brain. Because there is definitely a lot to this game. A lot. That's a really random donation machine. Like a lot. I've been playing on and off for probably like the last, what, 14 years maybe? I forgot I had homing bombs. Ooh, that was close. Bye-bye. So yeah, as I say, a lot of this is just kind of natural to me. So if I miss something, I don't explain something, do let me know. And I'll do my best to explain. Now, a game I can't explain what I do in as well would be Mega Bonk. If you haven't already seen, we have been uploading daily Mega Bonk videos, daily Mega Bonk runs. I've been having an absolute blast with that game. It is so much fun. It is so refreshing to just have chaos, really. I feel it's a lot easier to get chaos runs in Mega Bonk than it is on Isaac, but that's kind of fun that you can potentially make every run just an absolute chaotic run. Nice. Chit shop. Nightlight. No. No, thank you. Nightlight basically just gives you a light. Yeah, but I've been loving putting out the daily runs of both Isaac and Mega Bonk. Oop. Whoop. I've actually just realized I've not been searching for secret rooms. Not at all. I probably should. We're just on one heck of a run. Oh. Took a wee hit there. Hey, W. Gimme guppy, gimme guppy. That's not guppy. Again, you're kind of seeing shielded seers. Oh, lump of coal. Beautiful. Lump of coal is a great item. Mainly because the further your tier travels, the more damage it deals. So, if your tier travels from this side to there, it does decent damage. But say the tier travels to, like, here, it'll do so much more damage. So it kind of encourages long distance play. Basically, you just keep your distance. Fire away. I've now got hit me with your best shot by Pat Benatar. Heartbreaker stuck in my head. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Another Eternal? What is going on? That's the third one of this run. We do also have Bookworm. Bookworm is a transformation, similar to the Guppy transformation. But Bookworm gives you a chance to shoot 2 tiers instead of 1. Which is pretty useful. Bloody Gust is it? Grabs a stagger tier when you take damage. Yep. Bad trip. So as you can see there, we just gained some tier speed. Yeah, that. Oh, we're going for a fast one today. Secret room. It's fine. Let's go. Okay, so depths 2. This is, at least on your very first playthrough, this will be your last floor. If you can beat this floor, you will have, in quotations, beaten the game. Or at least this part anyway. You'll unlock further content after. A lot of this is just play the game, die, play the game, die, play the game, die, learn a little bit, die. But I mean, that's your typical roguelike, so we got a shop. Oh, baby! Stopwatch. Beautiful item. Stopwatch slows your enemies. Slows time, basically. But you still move at the normal speeds. I don't remember the exact percentage. Let's actually have a look. Yeah. So permanently slows all enemy movement and attack speed by 20%. So that is pretty huge. Stopwatch is great, especially for those like bosses that are like super tier heavy and you need to like take your time to like dodge them and you're not too comfortable. Just realized that's basically a free chest because of that key in there. Secret room. Nope. Secret room. Nice. So that's a nice touch as well that like the music slows. Speed up, just what I need. I'm already challenging the Flash. Whoop. Yeah, it's been a nice run. I will say I think the combination of Guppy's head and Rotten Baby are really helping in terms of like damage output. So Guppy's head, every time you use it, that's the little head that I've got in the top corner. It will go green any second. There we go. So anytime I use this, it spawns flies, and the damage that flies do is just insane. I don't know exactly how much, like relative to Isaac and whatnot, but and then Rotten Baby is basically just continuously firing out flies. I'm leaking. Whoop. That was such a weird room. Right, boss time. I realized I did not take the full to potentially take on boss rush without having to beat it. So with this fight, this would effectively be, at least on your first playthrough, this would be the last boss that you would have to fight. Now this version is an alt version. This isn't like the standard version that you would face. What we got in here? Dr. Fetus? No thanks. Bean Ghost. So Dr. Fetus basically just replaces tears with sliding bomb shots. I'm good, thanks. That's not worth it in my opinion. Now, if I had Pyromaniac, that would be worth it. And again, I know I didn't explain that in the last episode. So Pyromaniac is basically bomb immunity. You like can't take explosive damage. And it also actually heals you as well if you've got the empty containers to heal. I think it's like, it's either a half heart or a heart per explosion. So oh, so for instance there, I wouldn't have taken damage if I had Pyromaniac. Pyro's great. We got the challenger open. Do you know what? Sure. Little Chad. Or is this just Chad? Nice. What we got here? We got the full. No, thank you. So I could explain what every card does, but we'll be here all day. Because I think there's 20. Is there 22 cards? At least of the kind of standard ones, not including like the ace of spades and stuff. Honestly, there's probably between 30 and 40 different cards. But then you've also got to take into effect there are reverse cards as well. Which is basically say you've got number 2 here. So it's number 2 but like reversed. Does that make sense? Like a reversed variant? Oh, it's silly. Nice. Number 2 just stomps. Oh, baby. Is this succubus or incubus? Incubus, that's the one. I'm just going to take both. Huge. So incubus basically shoots the exact same tiers as you, but 75%? It might be 75%, I'm not too sure. Or it may just straight up be the exact same. But as you can see, our tier rate has dramatically improved. And if we can get enough tiers on screen, we won't be taking any tier damage. It will only be contact damage or any external factors like holy light, poison, creep, explosion, stuff like that. I've also just had a thought, well, these tiers must be combining together because of lithography. This is a great run. Like, this build is pretty sick. Oh. Clearly not enough tears on screen. Let's keep her going. So that is actually one thing I will mention with the womb floors. So after you beat that first main boss, as I said, like Mum's Foot, you then move on to the womb. And unlike the first 6 floors, you do not get a treasure room. So, you know, like the golden rooms where you pick up your items. You do not get them on this floor unless you have a specific trinket, specific item. You can spawn them, but you need that specific item. And it's the same for all future floors. Again, unless you've got a specific item. Again, I'm not going to go into that because that gets a bit more complicated, but overall, that is the general gist. The first 6th floor, you get treasure rooms and shops. Beyond that, you do not unless you have the specific items. No devil deal. Honestly, I'm half tempted by Hush. Let's go Hush. I may regret this. So Hush is an alternate floor. Oh, we need to speed up, sure. What does this do again? Have I got item descriptions? Why does it keep turning itself off? Oh, there's spun. Take that to long legs. Yeah, we're taking the 4.5 volt for sure. So basically, with the 4.5 volt, you can we might as well just take it. You charge your active item. So in our case, this would be Guppy. You charge it by damaging enemies. So as you can see, I'm just kind of spamming the activate button. I could really do with like a higher tier rate to make me feel super comfortable. But I think overall we should be okay. Again, thanks to shielded tiers. It's going to protect us a bit. I think it's Lost Contact is the name of the item. To be specific. So, not 100% sure on it, but if I remember correctly, Hush, like the health value of Hush scales so that it's basically the same as damage output, if that makes sense. So basically the more damage you have, the higher Hush's health will be, is the kind of easy way to explain it. I think. Again, I could be wrong with that. Now, there is a specific move from Hush that is a bit of a pain. I wonder when we're going to get it. Now, yeah, just thankfully we were pretty quick, so we don't. Why am I sliding? Why was I sliding there? What's this blue stuff? Was that new? Or was that always there? I think the... What do you call it? The holy light thing. Applied that on the floor. That's... Is that different? Let me know. Okay, time for Cathedral, my favourite floor. To be honest, I say that. I feel really comfortable with this run. Our actual, like... Wait, I've just realised our base damage is actually 10. I did not realise it was that high. Happy days. Oh, beautiful. We found the boss straight away. That's the thing, you don't overly have much of an advantage on full clearing Cathedral, as far as I'm aware. Unless, again, to go back to the shop and treasure room, unless you've got a specific item. If there is an advantage, please do let me know. I know there's some other members of the community who play Isaac and are a lot better at Isaac than I. Let me know if there are any advantages to Cathedral. Okay, final floor. We're on the chests. Sure. What are you gonna reveal to us? Larynx, Isaac yells. I don't know. Unk. Sure. Just as that. Potential extra backup. Our damage is insane. I didn't actually realize that. Usually by the time you get to the chest, you're pretty good build-wise, but I didn't quite expect this type of build to have that much damage. I ain't complaining. That's the thing, the more damage we take, we get buffs because of lust. Is it Lusty Bloods? I think. Just making sure everything's gone before dropping the bomb here. Insane. Come on. We're going to take out Lust first, and then we'll take out Envy. Lust has more ways to attack you directly, whereas Envy, I think that's the names of them, you can just avoid. You don't need to necessarily get up close and personal with them. As long as you avoid them, they're not going to damage you. So you're pretty safe in that regard. Nice. And a lot of the times with Isaac, it is literally just the order of operation. Like, what is the best way to execute this route? Like, do you take this boss first? Do you take that boss first? Do you pick up this item before that item? Like, there's a lot of IQ to Isaac. I've got enough bombs. What? Queries. Sack dagger. Cool. So Aquarius basically just leaves a trail behind you. And that trail deals damage. I'm kind of getting careless. I'm thinking about it. My tier rate is getting to the point where it's maybe too high. Because lithography is just collecting it all together. But that's okay. Because the way I see it, at least now, we shouldn't, in theory, take any damage from tears. If our tear rate is that high. In theory, anyway. Lost Contact is a great item. I love it. Especially when you're playing characters like the Lost. Super, super useful. I'm going to call it there. I'm not taking on Delirium. I don't feel that confident. But guys, what a run that was. That was a pretty quick one. Like, what, half an hour? And that does take us up to a win streak of 8. So if you did like this and want to see more Isaac content, if you want to learn more about Isaac as I learn, then leave me a wee comment. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily Isaac run. Thanks for watching.